We salute an iconic legend of Lawndale, and we give thanks. There's more to a cup of coffee than meets the eye. There's a new sign in your future, and the holiday season arrives to great fanfare. These stories and more are coming your way as Lawndale Living begins right now. Hello and welcome to this special holiday edition of Lawndale Living, the show that features everything Lawndale. I'm your host, Amy Davis, filling in for the vacationing Anita Calaberry. It is with a heavy heart that we report of the passing of our longtime mayor, Harold E. Hoffman. Many folks know that he served as the mayor of Lawndale for 24 years, but his service actually began in 1980 when he was first elected as a councilman. As one of the longest-serving mayors in California history, his record of service only overshadowed his dedication and his commitment to the residents in the community he loved. Our field correspondent, Nico Payne, files this report.
We're here in front of the Lawndale Community Center where the memorial service for Mayor Harold Hoffman is being held. He served his city for over 2 decades and is one of California's longest-serving mayors. Mayor Hoffman is survived by his wife Doris, his 3 children and 8 grandchildren. He passed at the age of 81.
On behalf of Mom and Dad and the entire family, I'd like to welcome each of you and thank you for taking part in today's memorial to honor my dad, the Mayor of Lawndale, Harold E. Hoffman. Thank you.
Harold Hoffman was truly a servant leader. He served this community. He served the citizens of this community so well. They were the most important people in the world to him other than his family, and he is going to be sorely missed. It's been a great day, a great celebration of his life, and so happy to be a part of that today.
He grew up in this community. He wanted to serve this community, and all what he did for Lawndale and the South Bay, he would have done it whether he was a city councilman or a mayor. He was just that passionate about his community and the people that he grew up with. So you got to respect that, and we wish we had more Harold Hoffmans.
You know, this has been just a great day, honoring a great man. As I said in my presentation, it is nice to be important, but it's also important to be nice. And Harold was one of the nicest men.
Harold Hoffman, he ran a pretty tight ship in the council meeting, but he was so gracious to allow the public to speak, and that's one thing I liked about Harold Hoffman. When you go to other cities, you know, sometimes the chair, you don't really get to really express yourself, but with our mayor, he was always an advocate for the people, a strong, passionate advocate for the people.
Speaking as a Christian minister, I was encouraged always by 2 things. One, his patriotism, love of country, love of city, but then secondly, his love of God.
Well, my memories of Harold is just, it's even hard to think about it. You know, he was on the council when I got on there, and then he became mayor, and that was like 28 years ago. And we've been friends ever since then, and he's taught me a lot about, you know, how to be a council person, and he's just going to be so missed that it's hard to explain.
I don't know that people will ever understand how hard he worked. Well, obviously he worked for many, many years, and he gave up so much. He knew how to get things done, though. When you look around here and you see all of the things that have been accomplished here and how this city functions, it doesn't just happen. It happens if you have a person like Mayor Hoffman.
Always had kind words and encouragement for me. And the thing I loved about him was anytime I wanted to try something new in the church to grow the kingdom of God or do anything new, it was always, well, nothing ever failed but a try.
And he always said nice things about me. He always complimented me. And this city, again, is a kind of an anchor for me in my career. So I'm going to miss him.
Like I said up earlier, you know, everywhere I walk, Harold's hand's been there. So we lost a mayor, but we gained a guardian angel.
So we just cherish those times with special people in the community, and I know that he would help just everyone, and he was there for my family. So we just really appreciate Mr. Hoffman.
I'm going to miss my phone calls where he would call me at home on my cell phone and tell me that there was a street light out, a signal, or there was some trash blowing down Hawthorne Boulevard. That's just how he was. And I would send deputies over there and they would direct traffic until the city could come out and make the repair. And that's just something I'm really going to miss about him. He was a true leader and really cared about the sheriff's department and about the city of Lawndale.
I'm not only hopeful, I feel very confident that this building will become the Mayor Harold Hoffman Community Center.
They should name a few other things after Mayor Hoffman in this city, maybe a street.
Well, Harold was a wonderful man, wonderful mayor. As everyone said, truly cared about this community, and you could tell. It was genuine. And it was more than just losing a mayor, it's losing a friend for most of us that knew him for a number of years. So just sorry that it came so sudden, but we'll move on and do the best we can. That's what he'd expect.
For Lawndale Living, I'm Nico Payne.
Mayor Hoffman's legacy will be felt for decades to come, and he will never be forgotten. Our newly remodeled McDonald's was one of the places you could have found Mayor Hoffman talking with residents just to find out what was on their minds. Well, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department thinks that's a good idea too. They recently held their second Coffee with a Cop event, and McDonald's offered to pay for the coffee. Our Lawndale Living camera crew was there to find out how it went.
Coffee with a Cop is a national program throughout the United States, and it's basically a program where the community can meet the officers, in our case the deputies, that patrol their neighborhoods. Normally what happens is the only time a law-abiding citizen talks to a deputy is when they're a victim of a crime or they're receiving a traffic citation for an infraction. And those aren't really the best times to talk to a deputy. They're kind of stressful incidents, especially if you're the victim of a crime. There's a lot of stress that goes along with that. What this does, it allows the community to come out and just ask deputies questions, just get to know the deputies in their neighborhood.
This is one of the last things that Mayor Hoffman set up to get this going, and I think it's going to be a big success. This is only the second one. And we've already more than doubled the people that come to them. Everybody I've talked to like it, and you can tell that by all the people that's here today. They think it's a great opportunity to sit down and talk to a local law enforcement. Just on a one-on-one with a cup of coffee.
We've been doing it for quite a bit. We used to do it here before when we used to have the old store. We also do it at the one on Imperial and Hawthorne. And then we got approached by the mayor last time if we wanted to, get a re-hit on Coffee with a Cop, which, we'd say we love it. We said immediately yes because, we wanted it. It's open for any type of conversation, anything that you have in your mind.
Some of their concerns were about, graffiti in the area, different drug activity that's going on in the area. And then others of them were just very concerned about Neighborhood Watch, knowing that I help facilitate the Neighborhood Watch program for the city of Lawndale. I believe that as we continue to do it, that it will grow. More people will feel more comfortable coming around. And it's just a great way to come and get a nice cup of coffee and, meet the local law enforcement in the area. And it's also good for us to put a face on some of the phone calls that we get with the different citizens that are in the area.
I think for me it's important to understand how the community feels about their community, what their concerns are. I think one of the things is, as a law enforcement officer, I'm concerned with one part, community's concerned with something totally different, which is peace of mind and things of that nature. So when we're talking with the community, we can find out their concerns. Well, one of the issues that one of the persons that brought to me was they were unsure how to report incidents to the police. And so I went over how you would correctly report any type of things that you would see in your community, how you would go about reporting that, how you would identify something as suspicious, things like that.
Crime is down in the city of Lawndale, and the Sheriff's Department is doing the best that they can to keep it that way. And we would just like to continue to have the citizens help us out, because that will help to make Lawndale the best city possible.
Any questions you want to ask a law enforcement officer, and you don't want to do it, in public at a meeting, or you don't want to go to the service center if you're bashful about going over there, just come down here and get a cup of coffee. It's just a friendly atmosphere, and they'll just talk to you like you're their buddy.
If you want to talk to a deputy on an informal, low-key setting, I don't care what you want to talk to them about. Whatever you are interested in, we're here taking the time to talk to you about.
I would encourage everyone to come on down. This is a way to get to know your local law enforcement agency. Also a way to get in touch with people in your community to improve community relations as well as community safety.
Come on down to Coffee with a Cop, enjoy a cup of coffee, enjoy our company, and we will definitely enjoy yours.
Come over, let's have a chat with local police enforcement, and let's talk about what's in your mind. Anything, it's open. So whatever discussion.
Hey, free coffee.
Free coffee and a free coffee, yes.
If you'd like to find out more about the Coffee with a Cop program, or if you have a question or concern for the Sheriff's Department, you can call the Lawndale Sheriff's Center business line at 310-219-2750. Recently, the City Council approved new sign designs and a replacement project that will replace virtually all of the street signs, traffic, and wayfinding signs in the city. The Lawndale Public Works Department is working diligently to replace city signs in a timely manner, all while maintaining their regular workload. Our Lawndale Living camera crew hit the streets to get a look at the new sign design.
In 2003, the Federal Highway Administration came up with a new ruling basically to upgrade all the signs across the nation. Just to give you an example of what the change is, I have a nice little slide here. The sign that's on the right-hand side, that's a new sign, and you can see how it kind of jumps at you. And it's meant for the signs to be seen, especially at night.
This coating that's on here, when the vehicle lights or the street lights hit it, it hits it at different angles, and it's designed to bounce back right at your window right there as you're driving to be able to see it. So this way, even in dimly lit streets and stuff, any light on it will go ahead and illuminate itself. I think it's 10 times as a regular sign.
If you can see the signs better, you pay attention to them, it cuts down on your reaction time, and it definitely will result in less accidents on the roads.
We broke the city up into 8 grids. We went through the first grid of 66 signs, and after a slow start, kind of getting our feet wet and stuff, we're done with our first grid. So we did 66 signs in about 3 weeks. Those are all on old posts that need to come out of the ground. We need to put new updated breakaway poles, they're called now, so when a car hits it, the pole will break instead of flying through the window. And so these ones are supposed to hold up for the next 30 years here without having to worry about fading or bending or weather eroding them. Also an anti-graffiti coating on here too, in case they go ahead and just want to tag this up. Our guys could come up with our regular graffiti wipes and get this off without interfering with the actual lettering on the sign.
We're exchanging all these signs. I imagine they're 30, 40 years old, and we're elevating them. Stop signs yay high to curb down on graffiti. A lot of the kids, they get out of school and they're putting stickers all on them. So nice reinforced steel. We're planting them in about 5 feet, hammering them in, and we're just tapping them down. It looks really nice once we get it all together. And you know, as they come in, we're putting them up.
I've got some great compliments from the guys out there that are from the citizens. They're just telling them, hey, it looks beautiful, it looks beautiful. So in the long run, we're definitely, I like them a lot.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, this will have a contributing factor towards property values in town and increasing the community value. We want to make sure that there's a community pride built into this. And I think that was one of the reasons why we wanted to make sure that our signs had a distinctive design, just so that, you know, when somebody entered Lawndale, they would know they're in the city of Lawndale and none of the neighboring communities. Again, as I mentioned, it's a community pride issue, and want to make sure that our citizens are proud of calling themselves Lawndalians and take pride in what we do.
The old street signs will be made available for purchase for a nominal fee. So if you're interested in getting your very own piece of Lawndale, you can give City Hall a call at 310-973-3200 or visit the city's website to find out how you can have your very own street sign. And they make great and unique gifts that would be perfect for that special someone's man cave. Well, the holidays are here, and it's a great time to give thanks for all the good things that we have in our lives. And here in Lawndale, our local residents had quite a bit to be thankful for at the annual Senior Thanksgiving Luncheon. Our field correspondent, Nico Payne, paid a visit to the community center to report on the festivities.
As we partake of the food that's about to be set before us, may we give thanks for that, for it represents your constant provision in our time of bodily need, and may we think carefully about the meaning of this season as we gather tomorrow with friends, with family, and with others.
We're here at this year's Thanksgiving luncheon at the Lawndale Community Center, and this year we take a look behind the scenes into the kitchen to see what they're serving up for Turkey Day.
Well, this year we're serving right now Thanksgiving dinner. It's gonna be turkey and mashed potatoes, pizza and carrots, and gravy and stuffing. We get them from the Tender Loving Care. That's a company catering in Gardena. It's made by the nutritionists by the government.
We enjoy it because it's a great time to give back to the community and stuff like that, and have these seniors that don't have a lot of time for that, you know, they get a solid good meal that's full of nutrition. I think it's a great program, and I think the city has a great idea on how to help our community.
The turnout is fantastic. You know, this is our second year in the new community center, so this is our second time we've had this event over here, and it's great because we got this beautiful 3,800 square foot building, and we can pack many, many people in here. I think right now we have about 160 people in here based on my estimation, so super event. I think this is one, and also the Christmas luncheon coming up in December are one that most of the seniors calendar for several months ahead of time once we release the date, and this is one that they really look forward to, and they bring some of their friends as well. So there's no real qualifications other than being a senior. You don't have to live in Lawndale. It's open to non-residents as well, so we're hoping that if this event continues to grow, and I don't see why we couldn't have a couple hundred people in here next year.
This is a great event. As you can see, we have a great turnout here in the city of Lawndale. It's all about Thanksgiving. It's all about being with families and friends and being thankful for what God has given us. And we're certainly blessed here in the city of Lawndale. And we're just having a great time here at the seniors on luncheon, Thanksgiving luncheon.
You know, it's an example, I think a great example of the emphasis that the city of Lawndale has maintained over the years in service to its seniors.
Attendees are not required to pay at this luncheon, but there is a suggested donation price of $2.25 for seniors and $4 for non-seniors. This year, the Lions Club made a donation of $225 towards the turkey meals.
Well, we donate to the city of Lawndale. Whatever they need, we donate money. Just like this luncheon, we are paying for their lunches today, and we'll do that again at Christmas time.
I love this event because I think the city of Lawndale does a very good job, and they're very gracious.
It's very good. We always have a good time here. The guy that's singing's very good. The food's very good.
It's a great opportunity for all the people, old people, to be able to come over here, have a good time, dance, talk to the friends.
We've been having a great time. They had some nice music, and everybody got up to dance, and it was very entertaining.
If you're watching this at home and you missed out this year, make sure you put on your calendar for next year, because every year the seniors have a great time here at the community center.
The celebration this year included entertainment by Clarence Ulrich, and let me tell you folks, you are not going to want to miss out on this dancing next year. For Lawndale Living, I'm Nico Payne.
If you'd like to find out more about the Senior Lunch Program or any of the other great programs the city has to offer, you can give the Community Services Department a call at 310-973-3270 or visit our website at www.lawndalecity.org. The city's annual angel tree lighting ceremony is our way of kicking off the holiday season and creating a fun and festive opportunity for everyone. There was snow sleds, a train ride, games, and lots of entertainment on the main stage. And of course, dear old Santa Claus. Our senior field correspondent, Tom Strickfaden, came out of retirement, dusted off his jacket just to bring you this story.
The holiday season is here and everyone is having a wonderful time at the Lawndale Angel Tree Lighting Ceremony.
We do this every year, and it's significant because it kicks off the Santa Sleigh, which we do for 10 nights in the city of Lawndale for all of the kids to come and visit Santa. We have a lot of activities for the kids, which you can see out here. Our most popular is a snow sled run, so we actually have snow. Many kids in Lawndale have actually never seen snow, so that's definitely the star of the event. We also have stage performances from local kindergarten, elementary, and middle schools, such as marching bands. We have ballerinas on the stage. We also have contract class instructors in our community center, and they get to display their classes for the public.
This year marks the first time in decades that Mayor Harold Hoffman will not lead the countdown to light the angel tree.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This year was a little bit different, of course, with the recent passing of Mayor Hoffman. It does leave a void, and it was sad not having him up there. But his spirit's here; it's still here, and his family's still here. So he'd be happy to see what's happening here tonight.
Every year it seems like it gets bigger and more festive. We get more people to participate, not only in our city, but for some of the surrounding city as well. We get great feedback every year, and this year is no exception. We got a great turnout tonight.
This event here is one of our main events, and it kind of kicks off the holiday season for everybody in Lawndale.
This event is a tradition. Many, many years ago, we had the angel tree start on this location here with an old pine tree. Now we actually have a California redwood tree that's our angel tree, but we're carrying on that tradition. Kids love it, young and old.
I went on the sled and I waited a long line, but it was worth it because it was really fun when I slid down, and it was really fast, and at the end, I went back in line to go again.
How it's here in the Civic Center, like very Lawndale, how the slide is there, and how I know all the staff from basketball.
It was really nice. Really
you ask
nice.
Our little one. I had to take her to Santa Claus.
Yeah.
The train, when you go on, they take you around, and it's going choo-choo, and you can be with your whole family could be on the train.
I like all the performances. It's really fun when you get to move your dress and dance. I like it that it's decorated and that it has an angel on top.
The spirit of everybody around us just warms the heart of everybody. It just makes it for a very joyous occasion, and also a great beginning to the holiday season.
It was really good business tonight. Very busy, very busy.
We're getting a lot of new customers tonight, so now they know that we are here, and hopefully they like our food.
What do I want for Christmas? To have good health and happiness, and wish the same for everybody else.
Maybe a new iPad to upgrade my old iPad.
Everything, no. We would like to have a successful 2014 as commissioners.
I want a tablet. I want an iPhone 5, a new bike, a lot of loopsy-loops, and that's it. And a puppy.
I want an iPod 4th generation. Maybe some new clothes.
I wish for a bunch of dolls, dresses, a unicorn, and a pony.
I'd just say some hot chocolate and hanging out with my family.
Mini iPad, new clothes, a robot dog called Zoomer.
I would like a new 3DS game.
I don't know.
And a Wii game.
Definitely a toy. I just haven't decided. There's just so many things.
And I want a Dragon Ball Z season. I'm trying to get a collection. I only need 2 more.
I don't know.
That's a hard one.
More business for sure.
Get my eye fixed.
Peace on earth, I guess I'd say. I really don't need nothing from Santa. I have my health, I have my family, I have the city. That's all I need.
That our community will be even more unified, and that everyone will be healthy as we go into the new year, and that the Most High will continue to bless the city of Lawndale.
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, everyone, and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy holidays, and just enjoy your family and the time. Happy New Year to everybody as well.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Año Nuevo, Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Lawndale.
Reporting for Lawndale Living, I'm Tom Strickland.
If you'd like to find out more about the Angel Tree Lighting Ceremony or any of the other great events or programs here at the city, you can give the Community Services Center a call at 310-973-3270 or visit us online at www.lawndale.city.org. Now, Santa's a pretty busy guy around this time of year, but he has a special place in his heart for Lawndale. So he took off a little time so that he could visit every girl and every boy in Lawndale just to see what they want for Christmas. Our field correspondent, Jennifer Murillo, caught up with Santa, and here's what she found out.
It might be a chilly night out here in the city of Lawndale, but everyone's out to see a special guest, Santa Claus.
We participated every year in the sleigh. We bring happiness to every street in the city. I just love working with it. As you can see, the kids are here and they're happy. Every organization in the city participates some way or another. There's 9 of the city organizations work with us. The 9 nights we're out on the street. And they're just great. They just come free. You know, it's just all volunteer. Nobody gets paid 1 penny for this. We're just out there.
I really love Santa because he gives me a lot of toys and I love toys. My experience with Santa was jolly and nice, and I felt like I could tell somebody my secrets. It's wonderful that he comes every year and we could tell him what he wants and he will bring it to us. Santa told me that, what do I want, and I said it. It's so fun, and it's good that he comes here for the local kids in Lawndale. I think it's good. Just the joy of it and him just coming and like seeing the kids happy with him and stuff. It's an opportunity to come meet him, and like it's your childhood, so it's like it's just fun. He said that to do good in school, that if I'm trying harder, I said yeah, and then he wishes me good luck.
Oh, we all love it. The kids love it, so I love it. They get to see Santa and like, you know, like for the first time maybe, and it's just like they get to ask for what they want for Christmas, and they get to give them their letters, and they have like hope that they get stuff for Christmas. I think it's really cool.
Can you tell me, how does it feel to come visit all the children in town?
I love it. I love Lawndale. The kids are great. The parents are great. Little Cam are happy, but it's great.
I mean, you've brought so much joy to so many children.
Around the world.
Around
the world.
And
I remember when you were little too.
I was always a good girl.
That's right.
Please, everybody bring their kids out. Let us see them, let Santa see them, and have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
Tonight's been a night filled with much joy and cheer. If you missed this year's event, come check us out next year. For Lawndale Living, I'm Jennifer Murillo.
Merry Christmas!
Now, if you missed Santa when he came down your street, worry not. You can always send him a letter or a wish list to his workshop at the North Pole. He's always happy to hear from the young and the young of heart. Now let's take a look at some of the great events and programs that are coming your way with the Lawndale Living Community Calendar. Well, that about wraps it up for this special holiday edition of Lawndale Living. If you'd like to find out more about any of the programs you've seen on the show today, give us a call at 310-973-3200 or go to the city's website at www.lawndale.city.org. And if you have an idea for an upcoming episode of Lawndale Living, or if you have any questions, you can give us a call at 310-973-3259 or visit us on the web at www.lawndale.city.org. Remember, you can always find out what's going on Lawndale City TV by going to the city's homepage and clicking on the City TV guide on the right-hand side of the screen. This will give you a complete listing of all the great shows on Lawndale City TV. And don't forget to tune into City TV Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week throughout the month of January and February. For all those here at Lawndale City TV and City Hall, I'm your host, Amy Davis, wishing you and your family a blessed holiday, a Merry Christmas, and a very happy and prosperous New Year.